Flagging is when you use counterbalance to maintain your body position and balance while climbing. This helps you so that you can do harder moves without using as much strength. Today, you and I are going to take my brother Josh to the climbing gym to teach him how to flag. And stay to the end of the video because I'm also providing a bonus tip for when you're practicing flagging, how to really know if you've got the concept down or if you've got a little bit of work to go. Hi, I'm Sarah from SendEdition.com. If you're climbing between a V0 and a V5, click subscribe right now. I'm making this video and videos like it just for you. Let's talk about the basic concept of flagging before we get any further. This is counterbalance. So you may have tried this exercise, but if you haven't, go ahead and stand up right now. And with one foot hovering off the ground, reach out to your side as far as you can. See how difficult it can be to maintain your body position and how much core you're using? Now try putting your leg out to the side in the opposite direction. This will make balance a lot easier. We're going to use this same concept on the wall. For you, when you're first learning how to flag, find a climb that's at least a level below what you're climbing right now, so you know that you can get up the climb pretty easy, but it's not too difficult that you're focusing on each move instead of just flagging. So for this video, we found this awesome lavender colored climb for Josh to try. And here's an example of how a beginner climber may look on their route. And if this is what you look like, that's totally fine. We are doing flagging to help with this. Notice how he uses a lot of his upper body to get through this climb. He has to pull his body in before he can make fast, big movements to the next side. Also, you may notice that his feet somewhat dangle on the ground or dangle out in the air. This is a lot of dead weight that can make it more difficult for you to make those moves. So we're going to use this climb as an example of what flagging can do for you. Let's talk about the two most common flags in climbing. The outside flag is the most common type of flag, and you'll use the opposite foot as the hand you are moving. So if you're reaching to your right, then you'll flag with your left foot. The backside flag is when you flag out to your left while reaching with your left, or out to your right and reaching to your right. The foothold is usually ahead of the handhold and is a little bit higher than when you would use an outside flag. If you don't know which type of flag you should do, you should actually consider two things. One, where are your feet placements? Do you have the position where you can put your foot on the inside of your body out? And then two, what are your strengths with your hips? For me, inside flags can be really difficult because I have a weakness in my hips, which I'm working on. But if you don't know what weaknesses or strengths you have, try this exercise. You're going to stand up and with one leg hovering above the ground, try and reach your toe as far in front of you as possible. Now try and reach it as far behind you as possible while maintaining balance. Repeat this process going in front of you, behind you, from side to side, and from diagonally each way, making a cross. This will help you understand where you have your strengths and weaknesses in your hips. Notice how the first time he did this climb, what this move looked like, and now look at what it looks like with flagging. Let's compare the two side by side. There's a really big difference between the amount of strength and muscle that he has to use while he's flagging compared to when he's not flagging. Now, as a beginner, you may find that sometimes flagging is really obvious and clear and easy. But the more you get into it, you may find that you're not sure if you're flagging the right way or if you're flagging correctly with the distance or height or anything like that. In general, you should always be flagging the opposite direction that you're trying to reach. If you're trying to reach to your left, then you should be flagging out to your right. Remember the word counterbalance. Now, a good indication of this, if you want to test out another exercise, is for you to stand on the ground with one leg hovering above, reach your arm out to the side, and then reach your foot out to that same side. Is that easy? You've probably noticed that it takes a lot of core work and it's actually really difficult in comparison to when you put your leg in the opposite direction. Same concept applies to the wall. Make sure that you're flagging out in an opposite direction of the way that you're trying to reach. For that bonus tip I mentioned, if you have been flagging or practicing flagging and you're not sure if you've quite got it yet or it doesn't feel quite right, this is the tip for you, and that is to film yourself climbing. While Josh and I were doing this video, I filmed him and then I would show him what he'd look like while he was climbing so he could see the difference between when he was flagging correctly and when he wasn't. And then from that point, he was able to go to those pain points where he was, try that move again, and he felt a lot more comfortable. So I'd recommend filming yourself and then seeing what you struggled with, go back to that spot, fix it, and then do the entire route again, all while being filmed. Eventually you'll get to the point where you look at the video and you go, that's exactly what it should look like, awesome! At that point, go ahead and find a new route and try the same thing over and over again. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. It's a good indication that you like these type of videos, so I know I need to make more for you just like this. Thanks again for watching and enjoy your climb.